Yo, 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 what's going on, family? It's your guy, the one and only, baby, Mr. Solution, back in the building with another video, man. Listen, when I started this channel, I started by teaching folks how to do this whole fuel hauling vlog things. Well, how to do the fuel hauler thing. So I kind of strayed away and I went to doing the fuel hauler vlogs just to, you know what I'm saying, show y'all what I do on a day-to-day basis on a normal drop, and what it's supposed to look like, right? So I say, you know what? Let me go ahead, because I be getting a lot of questions. People be asking me how to do this, how to do that. Let me go ahead and get back to the core of the channel when I used to teach y'all and show y'all a lot of how-to videos. I got my how to, how not to cross drop. I got how to load at the wreck. I got how to unload step by step. I got a whole lot of, how-to videos on how to do this thing. So I said, you know what? I just got a question not too long ago, and that brought me to reality and saying, like, man, let me go ahead and get back to teaching my people how to do this thing, man. So let me get straight to the question, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can read it with me. He said, shout out to my guy Miguel Martinez, man. Shout out to you. He said, hey bro, I appreciate your videos, keep up the great work. Do you mind doing a video of what each color means on the tanks, and how do you know how much to load on each compartment and why you do that? Going to start training for pilot soon. Want to be ahead of the game, basically. Want to be ahead of it. So shout out to you, Miguel. So this video is specifically for you, so congratulations. Now, he said, how do I know the colors of the tanks and stuff like that? So let me show you something right here. So when you start fuel hauling, right, this is a typical drop. This is like how a drop should look. Now, every drop doesn't look similar or the same, so I'm gonna just go off of this. Anytime you see an orange, at least from where I'm located, I'm in Houston. For the most part, everywhere around Houston, even New Orleans and stuff in the south, the vapor hose or the vapor recovery system, which you always have to hook up if you drop in premium or if you drop in regular over there. So the vapor hose or the vapor connection, whatever you want to call it, that is always painted orange. From my understanding, that's always painted orange. Then you have your premium. Now, some places, they actually like label their stuff, whatever it is. So this one just has a P, which stands for premium. Red is always going to be premium from my understanding. So red is premium. Then you got your yellow. Now, yellow is tricky because yellow could be, yellow is always diesel, and it also could be green, but it also will be labeled too sometimes. So as you can see, it's labeled diesel. So this is the diesel tank. So that's yellow. And then you got your regular, or what is most commonly known as unleaded. So it's got a U, stands for unleaded. This is painted white. Everywhere you go, it's painted white. Now, for our stores specifically, regular is E15, and they paint it bronze because it's not technically regular. That's a whole nother video I'll make for you guys, but it's not it's E15, so it doesn't have 10% ethanol like regular does. It has 15% ethanol. So that's just one thing about that. Now, for your second part of your question, you asked me, how do I know which compartment holds which? So let's go ahead and look at our tank and look at our compartments. So from the front of your tank, which is connected to your truck, to the back of your tank, the front compartment is number 1. Then you got number 2. Then you have number 3, and you have number 4. At whatever company you're at, usually it'll be labeled what that compartment can hold in each drop. So for this specific tank, every tank is different, and I'm gonna show you that later on in this video, how you can tell what your specific tank can hold. So this specific tank, compartment 1, can hold 2940 I only load 2,900. It actually can hold 3,000, but you want to be 100. You want to be 100 gallons under the capacity, because you don't want to. There's sensors at the top of your tank that can tell if your tank is overfilled or not. And if that sensor is going off, it'll be hard for you to probably load or complete a load at a if you're loading at the rack or whatever like that. So this compartment size holds 2,940. I only load 2,900 though. Number 2 compartment size is my smallest compartment. It can hold up to 940, but I only load 900 in this one. And then I have my number 3 compartment, which can hold 2,240. I only load 2,100 in this one, because I'm not too sure about this one. I probably could load 2,200, but I just try to keep it safe, and I keep it at 2,100. And then you have your 4th compartment, which is your first compartment, and your 4th compartment is usually your biggest compartments. And this one holds 2,940 or 2,900, which is what I always load. Now, some companies have their compartments labeled at the top brim of the truck right there. So it all depends on where you at and what company you are with and how they label theirs. Now I'm gonna show you another way. If you don't have no labels and you don't have no way of identifying what your tank can hold, this is another way you can find out and figure out what your tank can hold. You're gonna walk to the opposite side, the driver's side of your tank, right? And you're gonna come here to this part right here. It's right at the front of your tank. It should be on every tank. And this has all the information of your tank right here. I know it look like Chinese, but I'm about to explain it to you. Just stick with me. Just stick with me. So boom, let's start from the back right here. So this tells you the max unload rate, which means this is what it unloads at. It unloads at the rate of 400 gallons per minute. I don't know what the PSIG max is and all that. You probably got to chat GBT that. But the max loading rate is 1,300 gallons per minute. So basically it can't load 1,300 gallons more per minute because it'll be overloading the system. The max weight of the bill of lading is 56,000 pounds. So that's basically what I'm hauling. Plus you add up the truck and all that in the tank, you can't go over 80,000 pounds. If you went to school, you know that type of stuff. So we're gonna ignore all the other information, the VIN and all that. We're gonna ignore all that. The tires, it tells you the tires and all that, the rims. We're not worrying about that. We just basically worrying about the capacity and what each compartment holds. So this capacity trailer can only hold up to 9,300 gallons. Can you see that capacity gallons? 9,300. Now this is what we're looking for right here. So it says CT num cap front to rear. Now it's like it's abbreviated, but I know what that means. So CT NOM cap, which is capacity, front, which is FRT, to rear in gallons. So that means from this first number, this is your front of your trailer, which is compartment 1, all the way to the back of your trailer, which is compartment 4. So compartment 1, it says the max capacity is 3,000 gallons. Compartment 2 is max capacity 1,000 gallons. Compartment 3 max capacity is 2,300 gallons. And compartment 4 max capacity is 3,000 gallons. So if you don't have any information on the on your compartment on the side of where your compartments are, or if you don't have any information on your tank, the top of your tank, you can always go to the front of your tank, closer to you on your driver's side, and you can read that little placard that they had right there, and it'll tell you all the information for that specific trailer. So didn't want to make this video too long. I hope I was able to answer your question. Again, shout out to you, my guy Miguel. If y'all have any more questions, don't be afraid to ask, man. If I know the answer, I will make a video about it and I will give y'all the answer, man. I'm not gatekeeping no information around here. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. It also, one more thing. If y'all wanna know about the tools I use, the cameras, the gadgets, the this and that, the phone stands, the chairs, the umbrella. Y'all know I'm famous for the umbrella, man. So if y'all want to have any of that information, my clipboards, you know, anything y'all need, I got it in the description, man. All the products that I use to get this job done. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Holla at your boy. I'm going to see y'all on the next one, baby. Peace.